on, as usual, for the best benefit, because the Muslim, they can't say we are lying. They can't say this book is corrupt. Can they? Then try. All right. This is a chapter 53, verse number 90. I hope my screen is coming right for you. Let me know, please, if you have any difficulty to see the text. All right. You see here, in the English translation, you see the word lat. Do you see the word lat? And you see the word Uzza. Let us highlight. This is Lat, and this is Uzza. Before both of them, you notice in the translation they put the. And before Al-Uzza, there's the. You notice that? Okay. In fact, in Arabic, there's no the. There's no the. The translator, because today in Arabic, the word al is equal to the, so they thought, okay, this is he's saying the Lat, the Uzza. But the fact, no. Because remember, Allat and Al-Uzza, who are they? They are goddesses. Is that correct? Allah had 3 daughters. Allah has 3 daughters, Allat and Al-Uzza and Manat. And we will go to Manat after that. So what before them in Arabic? It is Al. Al. So here we have Al. Let us type it in English, so make it simple. Al. So we replace the with the real writing in Arabic, which is Al-Lat. And here we have another Al. Al-Uzza. As we say, the word Al means God. Correct? The word Al means God. Now it makes sense, correct? Now it makes sense. Al-Lat, God is Al-Uzza. Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, both are goddess. This is why before them we have Al. Is it clear? And how simple we can make it more than this. You will notice that the word Manat does not have Al. Before it. But in fact, it does. But it's not mentioned. Manat simply is the goddess of death. Is the goddess of death. And because it is the goddess of death, it comes always by a terror, like it's like by itself, the Manat. In Arabic we say al-maniya, like the death, where death is struck, like struck you or struck you. So Manat is the goddess of death, and we have Allat and we have Al-Uzza. But who are those? You see, some naive ones, they say to you that Allah is a word coming from the Aramaic Allah or Aleho, or we have Elohim. You see, all old languages is connected, and Aramaic is the mother of many languages. And Aramaic itself is born from other languages. So all these areas, they are connected in words. As an example, the word El is not necessarily for the God of the Hebrew. It was used by other goddesses, or let us say by other religions. It's a language word, have nothing to do who is God you are worshiping. It's like now in English, you say the word God, but each one of us coming from different country, from different nation, But we share this word. A Muslim, he used the word God, right? But he's worshiping totally different God. So El, it was not really El, it was Al. As an example, Israel never was Israel. It was Israel. Let me see if I can type it for you on the screen and make it more clear. Give me a second. Okay. So Israel will be like this. The true Israel. Do you see how it is? Al, and Al, by the way, is not the name of a god. It is just a word meaning God. Just don't be confused. So pagan, they use Al. Christian, for sure, because the Christianity came when the Hebrew, let us say we as a Christians, the language we are using, the new Hebrew, not the ancient one, but the ancient Hebrew, they used the Al. It was Israel, it was not Israel. I mean, it was Israel, not Israel. So El or El is a replacement of the word Al. Emmanuel, right? Israel, Ishmael. Actually, in Arabic until now, when we say the prophet Daniel, we don't say Daniel, we say Daniel. Daniel. So this is how it is. Now, in order always to understand anything, especially history, you have to study the language very well. Languages always maintain all the secrets. Anything you say in your life is coming from somewhere. And behind it, there is a story. But you use it, you do not know what the story is behind the word. Every word have a story. The same as the Chinese. Chinese is kind of an art. It's like a drawing because you attain a story by words. And words are nothing but images. You put an image in your head, and the second somebody mentioned that word, your brain, which is your computer, will look for the word and compare it with an image, which is stored already in your mind. So when you say a chair, you have an image of a chair. When you say a pen, you have an image of a pen. When you say a door, you have an image of a door. When you say a man, you have an image of a man, and that what make you understand images. Here, Allat and Uzza is the goddess of the moon god. Those who say that Allah cannot be the moon god, the refutation for them is here. Because if you go and check out what is Allat and what is Al-Uzza and what is Manat, you will find that those are the three gods of Allah, three daughters of Allah, which is the moon god. The moon god, he married it from the sun god. The moon is the male, the moon god is the male. And when I say the moon god, by the way, I'm not talking about the moon itself. You see, many naive to think that when we say the moon god, it's mean the moon. So the moon god married it from the sun god, and they have three daughters, which is Allat, Al-Uzza, and Manat. And this is will get Islam busted immediately. Because if the Arab are not worshipping the moon god, why those are the three daughters of the moon god? Remember, Allah is the God worshipped before Islam. And Muhammad is just doing nothing. He's just copying what was before him. And Muhammad, he carried everything from the pagan before him. The Kaaba, the black stone, the Manat, Al-Safa, Al-Marwa, everything was before him. He copied. So when somebody try to say, oh, we have nothing to do, because someone like James White, he says to you, oh, they know this is a lie. When somebody says to you that they are worshipping the moon god is far away from the truth, because the Quran itself says don't worship the moon. And we can give tons of evidence. If you remember the story of An-Najm, the chapter of An-Najm, where the cousin of Muhammad, he said, Kafartu bi Rabbi Najm. I am a kafir by the God of the Najm. Let's get the verse. Let us see. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. النَّجْم is a word mean a star. But everything in the Quran have a story behind it. In the name of Allah, the most this is something the Muslims, by the way, add long after the Quran is written. This is why you see here in the top, if you notice with me, to prove the corruption of the Quran, the Muslims themselves, they help us in proving the corruption. You will notice with me that verse number 1 starts where? Here. Correct? So why we have this here? This is corruption. Because who is the one who gave you the right to add it there if it's not there? So, when Najmu إِذَا هَوَى, the Muslim translation says, I swear by the star when it goes down. But in Arabic, the word doesn't sound like it at all. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. Hawa in Arabic can have many meanings. It can be in love. It can be falling down. It can be, happy, like something you love to do. So when Najmu Ida Hawa, and when the star, when it was, either is going to be falling down or in love. But look here, how the Muslims, they get themselves busted again. You notice that the word Hawa, especially for those who speak Arabic, appear here again. The only difference between this one and this one, nothing. It just says Al-Hawa. وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى. Nor does he speak out of desire. You see the word desire? So the word Hawa can come as a desire, and that means it's possible here for this word to be a desire. And it's possible to be fall or to fail into something. However, it's the same, because Hawa is somebody fall into desire anyway. Muhammad here, he says, وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى, which means he don't speak by his own desire. If we go back here, how the Muslims, they come to the conclusion that this sentence here says, when najmu ida hawa, mean I swear by the star when it goes down. It's very funny, and I cannot find really a reason for them to say that here, the verse saying I swear, because all what the verse says, and the star when it fell down. If this word here is fail, not a desire. That's it. There's no swear, there's nothing about that. If we go to the story, we find that Muhammad, he was speaking to his cousin. Let us find the story in Arabic. Are we enjoying, guys? I hope we are learning. Always when we show Islamic reference. Welcome to our free school. Tafsir. How the Muslims try to understand this madness. Right away, the Muslims agree about not to agree what is the verses speaking about. Right away, we say, اختلف أهل التأويل في تأويل قوله والنجم إذا هوى. The Mufassirin, the people who do give interpretation, they disagree. They agree about not to agree about what this verse means. I mean, you see how funny the Muslims, they say to us that the Quran was a miracle. How a book can be a miracle or called a miracle if this book could not explain itself? And then even the ones who are doing interpretation, they could not explain it. That means this book is facing a big failure. Do you agree? Right away from the first letter it says, اختلف أهل التأويل في تأويل قوله والنجم إذا هوى. And people who do tafsir, they disagree about what this verse means. Here we go. Okay, what does verse mean? Let's see. Let us see. This guy, he can't even say his prophet name correctly. And now he want to explain to you what is written in the book. The Arab themselves who speak Arabic, they are born Arab, they do not understand and they cannot explain. But the guy is coming from Pakistan who have no idea what he's talking about. Suddenly he became a scholar. If we ask Zakir Naik, why Allah he swear? Let us go with the translation. Why Allah swear by the star? I mean, this is very funny. Why God want to stay the star which is failing? Failing where? What does that mean? If this is about a falling star, that means the God of Islam, he have it wrong, because God, the stars don't fail on the earth. Either Muhammad, he thought that those meteor are stars which is falling down, or Allah, he thought that. But either way, whoever is making the Quran is the author of the Quran. Is my voice coming clear, guys? Is my voice good? All right. Let us go back here. Here the story says, حدثنا بشر قال يأثنى يزيد قال ثنى سعيد قال, which means he said. This is what Islam is based on. He said to he said, أما تخاف أن يأكلك قلب الله. The cousin of Muhammad, he said to him, his name is Utbah, he said to Muhammad, I am a kafir, I don't want to believe in the God of the star. Muhammad, he said to him, aren't you afraid that the dog of Allah will eat you? The dog of Allah will eat you? Why Allah have a dog? Why Allah has a dog? I thought dog is najis. Even Muhammad, he said that a house which has dogs, angels would not even enter it. If we go to the book of Tafsir in English, let us see that. All right. Please invite your friends. See, we changed the topic. I was planning to talk about something else, but because this question was in the chat, so I wanted to answer it. The Muslim did not translate the reason why this verse came down. Interesting. Read with me carefully. And look how the Muslim, they falsely translate in English. And from his narration and the authority of Ibn Abbas, that he said regarding the interpretation of Allah saying, by the Najm when it's set, the Najm set, by the Najm when it's set, he says, Allah swear by the Quran, when Jibreel takes it down to Muhammad, Allah swear by the Quran. In settlement, Nujman, 1, 2, 3, 4 verses at the time, there was 20 years interval between the first and the last verses. Okay. When this verse was revealed, Utbah ibn Abi Lahab heard, and supposedly, by the way, this guy, he was married to one of Muhammad's daughters, heard the Prophet saying, swear by revelation of the Quran. Swear by the revelation of the Quran. So he said, tell Muhammad that I disbelieve in the instillment of the Quran. But he didn't say that. He said, I don't believe in the Lord of the Star. What Quran? When the Prophet BBBUH, he was informed, he prayed to Allah, set on him one of year wild beast. Later Allah set him a lion near Haran, and the guy, he was eaten by the lion. Now look at this fiction story. This guy, he said, I don't want to believe in the Lord of the star, which is fading down supposedly. And Allah, he prayed to Allah to send a dog. You see here that in Arabic, they said in the English, they said lion. But the fact, in Arabic, it says dog. And we can find this in many, many interpretations. You know? Tons of interpretation. Same as like Sharh Sunan al-Nisa'i. Same garbage. أما تخاف أن يأكلك كلب الله. Aren't you afraid that dog of Allah will eat you? All right. So now we see here that Muhammad, he confirmed that he have a God, he is the God of the star, and you have to believe in that God. If we go to different verse in the Quran, we will find the following. Chapter 53, verse number 49. وَإِنَّهُ هُوَ رَبُّ الشَّعْرَةِ. What is رَبُّ الشَّعْرَةِ? What does that mean? The Arab, they used to worship a god of Ashara, pagan god, 100% pagan god. What is Ashara? We will see soon. وقال ابن عباس هو هذا النجم الوقار الذي يقال له مرزم الجوزاء. I don't know how to translate this. Anybody speak Arabic here? Can tell me what al-jawza in English? You know that those zodiac, the zodiac. Let me see. Let's see. We'll show you what is Jimny. Is that the one? Yeah, this is al-jawza. Let us see in the images. You see, this is al-jawza. Why Muhammad, he chose that his God is the God of this? Any Muslim have an answer? His God is the God of this? Yeah, but what it win? What it win? What it win is that? Obviously, all of those, pagan belief about zodiac and their effect in your life, and even your sexuality, even your success, even your wealth, even your money, even everything you have, it's based on them. And this is, obviously, it's a sexual thing. So Muhammad, he chose from all the stars, a star which is symbolic for this, and to say that he is the God of Ashara. Now, if you are a Muslim, you want to explain to me, feel free, no problem. Go ahead. But obviously, there is something fishy here, right? If we continue, it says here, وَكَانَتْ طَائِفَةٌ مِنَ الْعَرَبِ يَعْبُدُونَهُ. And a group of the Arab, this is Tafsir Ibn Kathir, by the way. A group of the Arab, they used to worship. Let us see if we can get Ibn Kathir in English. Hold on. Maybe for better benefit for all of us to go in English. I hope the website is working. All right. You see, like when you study, any religion, not necessarily Islam, you have to connect the dots together to get the image. Here we go. And he is the Lord of Ashara. Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, and Qatada, and etc. said that Ashara is the brightest star named Mirzam al-Jawza seers. Do you see it? Which a group of the Arab used to worship. Hold on. Why Muhammad is saying that to the Arab who worship the god of that star? Muhammad is a hypocrite man. He meet with the Christian, he say, I believe in your God. He meet with the Jews, I believe in your God. He meet with the Sabian, I believe in your God. He meet with the Arab who worship Allah already. He says, your God is my God. Here we go. I say Allah. Those who believe in Akbar, I believe in Akbar. What do you want? Your God is a Shara? Here we go. My God is a Shara. You know, the same God. We have the same God. This is why you see the Muslims, they are desperately trying to make you believe that their God is your God. It's the same God. It's not a new God. They inherited that method from Muhammad, the hypocrite, who is trying to be a prophet, compromising his belief to anyone around. This is why he included the Sabian, and the Sabian, they are the ones who worship those stars. When Muhammad, he said in the Quran that the Sabian, they will go to heaven. Based on what? Why the Sabian, they will go to heaven? Chapter 2, verse number 62. What is the reason? There is no reason. As Sabians, people worship stars, believe in creators, believe that even the God of the Jews is Satan. If you go and read the book of Sabians, you will find that the Sabian, they attack the God of the Jews, which they call him in their books Adonai. And the Sabian, they believe that the Jews are satanic because they do circumcision. But the Muslims do circumcision too. Muhammad, he copied from the Jews circumcision, but he did not even know why. If we ask a Muslim now, why Muhammad, he said to the Muslims, do circumcision? He don't know why. Here we go. We are live on air. Let me open my Skype. I did not open my Skype yet. Give me a second. Maybe we can get a Muslim to call us and tell us why Muhammad, he did circumcision. You know, Islam is like somebody, he grabbed a book of yellow pages. He grabbed some pages from here, from the middle, from the front, from the end, and he made a new book, and he called it Islam. This is why things is not connected to each other, and there's no alphabet. If you open the Quran, I'm logging in Skype, look like my internet today is slow. All right. Here we go. I am in Skype. Only Muslims can call me, please. Don't call me if you are not a Muslim. All right. Don't call me unless you are a Muslim. Each time I open Skype, I found like at 300 PM, 400, I don't know how many. And people think I can read them all. All right. You see, if you go to the book of the Jews, you will find that if you want to go and read how God created the earth and the heaven, etc., you go to the book of Genesis. Where I'm going to find how God created the earth and heaven in Quran, it's all over. Where I'm going to find the story of Abraham, the Quran, it's all over. Where I can find the story of Moses, it's all over. I mean, it is a book. It's like, you know, the Quran is like many pages, and somebody put it in front of a big fan, and the fan, you know, spread the pages, and then somebody start collecting the pages, put them together. And then we get confusion. I mean, what does have to do? If you read those verses, you will notice right away how stupid what those verses are talking about is about. If you read with me, here the verse before it, Muhammad is speaking about Moses. What Moses did, what Moses happened, blah, 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 blah. And then suddenly he says, surely those who believe and those who they are Jews and the Christians and the Sabians and whoever believe in Allah and the last day, he will go to heaven. What does have to do with the verse before it? What brought the Sabian, who they are the enemy of the Jews? What brought the Christians, who they are in disagreement between them and the Jews, to the middle of the story? Nothing. It's like you are watching a football game, and then a commercial break coming in the middle speaking about cheese. This cheese is the best, and forget about the rest. This person who is writing the Quran, he has a flight of thought. He cannot concentrate on a topic, and he has nothing to do with the topic itself. And then after that, he says, And we took a promise from them. Read with me. And when we took a promise from you and lifted the mountain over you, lifted mountain over you, what does that mean? Take hold of the law, Tawrat. We have given to you with the etc. etc. And then what happened after that? Then you turn your back after that. So where if not for our grace, for the grace of Allah and His mercy on you, you would certainly have been among the losers. Like, hold on. I thought the Jews are already among the losers. What is that? What does that mean? And who's talking here? And if you read it carefully, then right away the Quran jumped to a stupid story, and certainly you have known those among you who exceed the limit of the Sabbath. Okay, what happened to them? We turned them be apes and monkeys. Actually, it doesn't say even apes. It says كونوا قردة خاسئين. Be monkeys, bad monkeys, disgusting monkeys. Guys, my screen is not showing. What's happening? Oh, hold on. Ah, it's my fault. Sorry. Forgive me. I did not notice. All right. So here you see the story, how funny and how stupid. You know, here actually the story about the Jews who broke the Sabbath, God, He made them pigs and monkeys, is additional proof that Muhammad is nothing but a liar. Because think about it. How many Jews right now in Israel not only breaking the Sabbath, but not only that, they have a festival of gay and lesbian in the Sabbath. You believe it? So God, He made the Jews pigs and monkeys for breaking Sabbath. But God, He don't want to do it to the Jews no more. Okay, I want to see those who are in Israel breaking the Sabbath tomorrow, wake up in the morning and they find themselves pigs and monkeys. Find me one Jew who broke the Sabbath. Allah, He made him a pig or a monkey. And which make it more funny and more stupid, that this God, He want to make you a pig or a monkey for breaking Sabbath, but He will not make you a pig or a monkey for rape. I mean, which one is more harmful? Are we listening, guys? What kind of justice is justice? Somebody, he broke the Sabbath, you make him pig, and somebody rape a woman in Sabbath, you don't make him a pig? How many men around the earth, they rape women in the Sabbath? Forget about the rest of the week. Let us say Sabbath is a special day, supposedly. And by the way, why Sabbath is a special day to Allah? I mean, what you have to do with the Sabbath? Here we go, you're Muslim, you don't even celebrate Sabbath, and you don't respect Sabbath. Why Allah don't make you monkeys? Aren't you all of you Muslims break the Sabbath? So suddenly Allah, He forgot about the Sabbath, He changed it. He don't want the Sabbath no more. I will switch to Friday. Stupidity. This is a pure stupidity. The Muslim himself is the one who breaking Sabbath. Nobody is calling me. I say nothing. You know, if somebody call you, will hear him. Now, I don't know if we should continue in this story here, which is funny, stupid story. And the Muslims, obviously, they are very confused with their cult. Now, Go Live Media wanna call me. What is your Skype, Go Live Media? You know, this is the guy who was annoying. You know, right? Give me your Skype. Maybe you are blocked. I will, because I have a habit to block kids. What is your Skype name? Are you there? What is your Skype name, my friend? Give me your Skype name. I'm waiting for you to tell me. Go Live Media? Is that your Skype name? I don't see anything like this. No, we give the Muslim a chance to call us. It's okay. You know, if you want to be annoying as, like, you know, because what they do, you know, they keep calling, but they don't even say anything. You give them the microphone, they just shout and scream and, you know, scream, and they don't say anything. We give them a chance. What happened to you, Go Live Media. You know, are you sure? I don't think even he's blocked. I think he's just panicking. Anyway, forget about him. I'm not going to keep asking you until tomorrow. What is your Skype? Give me your Skype. I will call you. Now, as you see, everything in this religion is a collection of cults. And Muhammad, he have no religion. He don't belong to any religion. You know, when we ask the Muslims why Muhammad kissed the black stone, you remember the story. Once I went to a Muslim website, they help you to convert to Islam. So I chatted with them in text. I said, brother, I have a question. Why in Islam the Prophet, he kissed the black stone? The guy, he said to me, because it's holy. I said, and why it's holy? He said, because the Prophet kissed it. I mean, look, this is science, my friend. This is logic. This is genius. Why the Prophet kissed the black stone? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because he kissed it. I mean, why we are not smart, but the Muslims? Why you cannot see it? Why you're blind? It's clear, like sun. Muslims, they spend the whole day trying to convince you that there are people who believe in monotheism, but there's nothing in their book about monotheism. How we can prove it easy? Let me show you the monotheism God of Islam. Look at this. Chapter 53. Allah, he don't like that they gave him 3 daughters and he don't have any sons. And look what he said to them. Just to show you that the one who made the Quran is an official idiot. Look what he says. Have you then considered Allat and Uzza? Allat and Uzza and Manat, the third, the last. What? For you, the male, and for him, the females? Like, what the heck? This is indeed unfair division. This is God talking? This is God talking. God saying, oh, hold on, what's wrong with you? You gave me daughters, and for you, you have sons? Hello? Go Live Media. What is your Skype? Give me your Skype. I will call you. Give me your Skype, man. What's your... People will hear you if you call me. Give me your Skype. I will call you. I promise I will call you. Aren't you the guy who gave him a shower and your YouTube is there? People are laughing at you? Go Live Media? I mean, go listen to yourself. Why won't you humiliate yourself again? Give me your Skype. What is your Skype? Why you don't want to tell us your Skype? In Famo Production. Okay, hold on. Somebody gave me a Skype. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, I will call you. Are you online? Are you sure? Doesn't look like you're online.
Mr. Prince.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Go Live Media? What do you want to say to us?
Good. I was just watching your the verses you were quoting out Surah Baqarah regarding the Jews and the Sabbath, and you said they were stupid verses. In what way were they stupid?
Because your God saying, claiming that Allah, he made the Jews pigs for breaking the Sabbath, correct?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Why? Because they went against the law of Allah.
What is the law of Allah?
The law of Allah at the time was the Sabbath.
At that time, it was the Sabbath, so Allah, he changed his mind later. He don't want the law of the Sabbath no more.
The Judaism and Christianity were in fact religions from Allah until they were corrupted by men.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How those people who Allah made them pigs and monkeys, what happened to them? How they broke the Sabbath?
they put out the nets, the fishing nets, and they continued to catch the fish while they were ordered not to work on the Sabbath.
Okay, but is it true that Allah, He stopped the fish from coming all the week, but He made the fish come in Saturday only?
Well, it's like you're messing around with destiny and religion. At the end of the day, God gives us free will.
This is not the question. I want the answer. I want the answer. Is it true that your God, He made those fishermen who live supposedly in an island in the sea, and they have no other way to live except they are fishermen? So He made them not to see the fish, but in Sabbath only the fish jump in the top of the water, come to the shore, and do pretty dancing, say, I am a fish, but you cannot fish me. Today is Sabbath. Is that true?
That's not funny. And what I also wanted to say is...
Well, no, don't tell me it's funny or funny. Answer me. Is that true or not? Is that true or not? Is that true or I'm lying?
From scholars who make mistakes...
Is that true? What the scholar made mistake? Who is the one who made the mistake? Who is the one who made mistake? Don't tell me. Is that true or false?
You liar. You misrepresenter of...
Answer me. Is that true? Is that true or it's a lie? Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. In front of everybody. What if we show the story from the scholars of your choice? Who is the scholar who explained this verse for us, chapter 7, verse 163?
Because you know Arabic.
Don't tell me Arabic. I will show you in English. Which scholar you like me to show you explaining this story?
Your fake game.
You see, you don't want to choose a scholar because you know you are humiliated and now you are going to get rid. I made you read before and I will make you read again today. You are the one who asked to call me and you are desperate to call me. And look, a second after calling me, you have no idea what to say. What is the scholar you choose to explain for us chapter 7, verse 163, please? What is the scholar your choice who will explain this verse for us?
Say that again.
Say that again. I mean, how many times I repeat the same question? Which scholar you like me to show you explaining this verse for you?
Go ahead. What's the problem with the verse?
I told you the problem is, as I was saying to you, isn't it true that Allah, He made the fish disappear all the week? And He made the fish only appear on Saturday. So those people, they are suffering. They cannot fish. They cannot find fish to feed their family. And now Allah, He bring all the fish in Saturday. Yes or no?
It is a test from God.
What kind of test is that? Guys, look at this. Look at this stupid test. So you're agreeing that this is what the story is. So your God, Allah, He made the fish disappear all the week, and except Saturday, the fish come. But those people are hungry. They have to eat. So what test is that? You made them, you know what you said to them, when you said to them, you cannot work in Sabbath, and they are fishermen. And then you made the fish come only in Saturday. Who is the stupid in this story?
Was you there? Does God not test His slaves with poverty?
He's not testing them with the property. He is not testing them with the property. This is stupid. Because when you say to them you can work 7 days a week, you see, you let them live. You let them live normal life. You don't control the fish. You make the fish go away and only come back in Saturday. And now you are going to punish them because they are hungry and they have family. They have children they want to feed. So how many weeks I can stay without feeding my children?
Obvious from what you said, you don't even understand Christianity.
Really? So you are saying to me that Christianity teach us, that God, He teach us not to go and do work in Saturday, but God, He forbid us from finding food all the week, and the food come only in Saturday.
This is your own logic.
This is your wisdom. No, this is your wisdom. This is the Quran in front of you. This is the Quran. This is your God. He forbid the Jews from working in Sabbath, and then He bring them, and they are fishermen, and they bring them the fish only in Sabbath, and then the fish start dancing in front of them, says, I'm here, you can fish me,